Welcome to Subtrending, where we talk about the last week in geek. Today on the show, we have Andrew Cogswell,
Hello.
host of What's Up With, and the newly renovated...
Gameswell show?
Yeah, Gameswell show. I was going to say...
Renovated's a word.
Yeah, renovated is a word. That works for it.
Yeah.
What's revitalized? I think revitalized is what
Revived,
I was...
resurrected.
Revived. Lots of RE words.
Yeah, it's like RE means again or something.
It is. So, yeah. How are you doing today, Andrew?
I'm fine. I'm good. I'm excited.
You good?
Got a bunch of work done today, so I'm good.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. So we are going to do something a little bit differently.
Yep.
So at the end of the last show of every single month now, we are going to be doing a look ahead at the coming month. So we are going to take a look at what is coming in March.
You unlock that phone?
I'm going to unlock that phone. Okay, so first thing, we have the Xbox Gold games. Layers of Fear and Evolve are coming to Xbox One, and Borderlands 2 and Heavy Weapon on Xbox 360. No word on the PlayStation Plus yet.
No, they will be the last day of the month this year.
Yes.
Or this month, because it's always the last Tuesday, which just happens to be the last day.
Yes.
So
no word on that yet, but hopefully something cool.
Yep.
I'm pretty excited. Layers of Fear and Evolve. Those are some pretty good Xbox One games.
Yeah, especially because Evolve has essentially gone free to play on PC. So it's cool that Xbox is, there's going to be a bunch of fresh blood on there for people who didn't buy it already. Hopefully that fan base or that community gets a little boost.
Definitely. Okay, so we have Nintendo Switch launching on March 3rd with games such as Super Bomberman R and
Legend of
wow,
Zelda Breath
I was
of the
going to say
Wild.
Lego. Yeah, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Snipper Clips is now also a launch title.
Yes.
Announced this week for some reason. I don't know why they waited so damn long.
And we have, and something that we can talk about right now too is how there's not going to be any virtual market on that.
Yeah, no virtual console. No, there's going to be a virtual market.
Or virtual console,
because
yes.
Snipper Clips is a digital-only title. So yeah, no virtual console.
Yeah, so which is kind of strange.
Yep.
Because they've been teasing the GameCube a lot. So
there's just been a lot of heavy rumor.
I guess teasing is the wrong word. It's been speculated that they'll be doing GameCube.
Multiple sources.
Logan also coming out on March 3rd.
Yep.
Nier Automata on PlayStation 4 and Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands coming on PS4, PC, and Xbox One, all on March 7th.
Yep.
Okay.
I know what I'm going to be playing.
What?
Nier.
Nier,
shit,
yeah.
not Wildlands. It looks cool, but I don't like realistic shooters, so not my jam.
Yeah.
I know people are really excited about it. But
That it would be Nier.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we have Kong Skull Island coming out on March 10th, Beauty and the Beast March 17th, Mass Effect Andromeda on PlayStation 4, PC, and Xbox One on March 21st, Power Rangers on March 24th, and Ghost in the Shell on March 31st.
Fuck, I forgot Power Rangers is coming out.
Power Rangers is coming out this month.
Can't wait to not watch
So
that.
we will have reviews on several of those things listed.
I went to Warcraft, so if we're going to do a Power Rangers review, I'm opting out of it, making you guys go.
Sounds good. You can be the one who's drunk. Somebody else can do the review.
No, I'm not even going to go.
Not even going to go?
No, fuck. I don't want to go. I don't give a shit about Power Rangers. Sorry, everyone.
You're gonna hurt a lot of Power Ranger fans out there.
You know what? I didn't grow up with it. I have no nostalgia for it. Like, I just don't.
No, I get it.
There's too many other things to do this month. I got fucking Horizon to play.
Yeah, I say that's pretty much going to be how you devote your time.
Yes, that Nier. Yeah.
Thank God Persona 5 didn't come out when it was actually supposed to come out. I don't know how you would have balanced it.
I would have taken the full 2 weeks to play Persona until
that,
exactly 2 weeks before Horizon. I already got back-to-back reviews with Horizon a week later Nier, so.
So I'm sorry, I know that you were talking about that, and I just totally was thinking of something else.
Your hands are really oddly warm. Anyway.
I'm sorry.
It's like hot.
I have hot hands.
Yeah, hot hands. Anyway.
Like cold hands, but hot hands.
Ah.
No, but what I was going to say is, so you said earlier that you were working on stuff all day.
Yeah.
People are going to now see what you were working on.
Yeah.
So
we have a new segment.
We have a new segment.
For Subtrending. I'm
are
really
you guys
excited
ready?
about. We teased it last week.
Here it is. What the fuck is DC doing?
So we're going to talk about the DC shenanigans in the film universe. And this will be a nice little graphic.
This will be a nice little graphic for it. Thank you so much for making
You're
that.
welcome.
It's snazzy. I like it a whole lot.
Good.
So the first thing that we're going to talk about is the Razzies.
Yeah.
Because Batman versus Superman took home not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 Razzies.
Oh, what a fucking joke.
What a champ. What a champ that
Yeah,
movie
I
is.
guess.
So worst supporting actor, Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor.
Nah, deserved.
Worst screen combo, Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill.
Worth it. Or it makes sense. Not
Yeah,
worth it.
deserved.
Yeah, deserved.
Worst prequel, remake, ripoff, or sequel, and worst screenplay. Took home all of those.
Now, and that's great and all. They all make sense. What did Suicide Squad take home? Because that was a way worse movie.
You don't think so?
Oh, God, yeah. Like, Suicide Squad was a fucking mess. If you want to talk about worst screenplay, the story was convoluted.
Yeah.
The pacing was fucking awful.
Yeah.
More so than Batman vs. Superman. That's fucking saying something. Because Batman vs. Superman is a train wreck as far as plot goes.
Yeah.
But whatever.
I think the one that I agree with the most is the Jesse Eisenberg thing as far as worst supporting actor. Because his Lex Luthor was pretty cringy.
If you go back and watch our review of Batman vs. Superman, which was one of the first things we did for Subtrendy, I said I really liked it. And God, like thinking about it like afterwards, because we reviewed it right after we watched it. Kind of going back, I was just like, as soon as we finished it, I'm like, fuck, I did not like that. So I'm recanting my previous statement on Jesse Eisenberg being a good Lex. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, he was not a good Lex. No. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is the Batman movie. Speaking of Batman and DC, because we're in the DC shit show segment.
Yeah.
So
I
Matt
tweeted about
Reeves,
this earlier this week.
Matt Reeves is the new Batman director. So we talked a couple weeks ago about how he might be, and then we said no, he's not, and Ben Affleck might be leaving. Now Ben Affleck is staying, and Matt Reeves is the director. So those things from the last episode completely false, apparently.
For now.
So for now, for now.
Like I tweeted out earlier.
You very angrily tweeted earlier
I did.
this week.
Fucking wake me up when this movie comes out. I don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
I love Batman. I don't give a shit about this movie because you know what? As far as I'm concerned, it's not happening because this, with all these rumors and bullshit. I know they're just rumors and like we obviously don't have sources to confirm it, but just like how much shit is flying around this movie, I don't fucking care anymore. I'm done with it.
Just like wake me up when it's here.
Yep.
Next thing is it was announced that there's going to be a Nightwing movie. It's going to be made by the director Chris McKay, who actually just did Lego Batman. I know that you guys just saw that.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen it yet. And then it's going to be written by Bill Dubuque. Dubuque. I read earlier and now I completely forget.
I tweeted about this too. I'm taking bets on who leaves the project first, whatever lead they end up announcing, or the director. So, if you want to place your bets, tweet at me.
I do have a bet on who the lead is.
Yeah, I know you do.
Scott Eastwood. I'm calling it now. It's Scott Eastwood. Scott Eastwood was supposed to be in Batman vs. Superman.
Was he?
Yeah, he was rumored to be in it.
Oh, I know that Nightwing was originally supposed to be in it before he got cut.
Well, maybe that confirms it even more. I don't know.
Maybe.
But he was in Suicide Squad with darker hair than the normal blonde that he has. Why would he need darker hair? And he was playing the role of like a police officer, sort of like special agent.
He's an Argus agent.
Yeah. And he was very Grayson-esque.
Which
I'm willing to bet that he's Dick Grayson and that he's Nightwing. Why else would they cast somebody in that little of a role with that big of a name?
Because the movie was a fucking mess and they needed star power.
But he's not that but he's not that much of a star.
That's
he's like a moderate star.
That's what I'm saying too. Is like we had this conversation earlier this week. Is like he's not that big of a star.
No.
So he needs to be in these high budget movies to show he can do them. But like he wasn't used at all.
If they don't use Scott Eastwood as Nightwing, I will be very disappointed because I think it's a stupid move. I think that was the intention. That's what it seems like. That's what I'm going with.
It's fine because like even if he does get confirmed as it, he'll probably leave. So it doesn't matter.
You have like such low hopes for all of this.
Yeah, fuck it.
That wraps us up with that though. Do you want to talk about something that I have low hopes for?
Yeah.
Also a movie?
What?
Uncharted.
Yeah, let's talk about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about this because
let's talk about it.
Neil Druckmann had an interesting tweet today.
Oh, what did Neil Druckmann tweet?
The writers for Uncharted keep implying that Naughty Dog is 100% behind the project. Neil tweeted out, he's like, I have not seen the script. We have no connection to this script or this project.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So they really need to stop implying that. Obviously, I paraphrased Neil. For those of you who don't know, Neil Druckmann directed Uncharted 4.
He was the writer.
No, he wasn't.
Well, he was part of the writing team.
He was.
He did help write.
Yeah,
he helped write. He was the director, but he also helped write.
He was co-director. Yeah. He took over after Amy Hennig left Naughty Dog. But so he tweeted out, he's like, they really need to stop implying that we know what's going on with this movie, because it looks like they're trying to generate fan interest and fan excitement.
Yeah.
But the big news is it's going to be rated R.
It's rated R. Apparently, it's like Castlevania was a few weeks ago, R-rated as fuck, because there are 4 apparently super brutal, violent fight scenes and stuff like that. Immediately, this turns me off. 100% turns me away from this. Like,
I'm actually in the opposite direction.
Really? It being rated R makes you more inclined to see it?
It doesn't bother me.
The fact that Naughty Dog is not involved and it's rated R, like, it completely turns me off. I think it's going to flop.
The fact that Naughty Dog is not involved does bother me, but the R rating doesn't because of some of the mysticism and, like, violent things that the Uncharted series does deal with occasionally. It can be a language thing. There are some very brutal fight scenes in the Uncharted series. One that comes to mind is the one at the end of Uncharted 4. There are some very near-death stuff that happens in the Uncharted series with all the characters, and just a lot of violence in general. I mean, Nate Drake kills hundreds of people every game.
But the thing is look at any action movie. It's the same way. Yeah. It's just, it depends on how it's cut and stuff like that. Like, Uncharted to me should be done with the same tone as Indiana Jones or The Mummy or any sort of action adventure movie such as that.
And like we talked about this too, and I get that, but like at the same time, they need to distance themselves from being an Indiana Jones ripoff. People have always said that Uncharted is an Indiana Jones video game. And that's fine because like that's the closest comparison. But like when you're bringing it into the medium that is like natively for Indiana Jones, you got to differentiate yourself.
I was trying to figure out how to
flip the switch on the side.
Flip the switch on the side?
Yeah.
Will that stop the notifications?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry to
No,
interrupt.
you're fine. I don't care. So yeah, it doesn't bother me. I think that they can still keep some of the pulpiness and fun of the original games, but they've got to differentiate themselves. And I think that, I mean, for example, like think of the skull melting scene from the first Indiana Jones. That's fucked up.
Yeah, it's fucked up. That's what I'm saying, and that's still rated PG.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is like a PG-13 now.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, they can still have fucked up stuff in there.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that they need to clean it up and stuff like that. The only thing that I could see it being rated R for is if they have, like, I don't want to see, like, a Nate Drake sex scene. So, like,
no.
But, like, if they have solely used fuck and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, if he uses it twice, it's automatically rated R.
Yeah. So, like, I could understand it for that. But the fact that he's, like, they're bragging about it being rated R and talking about the intensely violent fight scenes, like, to me, that's not what it's about. And, like, it makes me less, like, not want to see that movie. I don't want to see some edgy, like, high combat, violent, lots of blood Uncharted movie. I want to see a feel good, make me laugh, but also, like, have some emotion and tenseness and stuff like that. Like, I want to feel the way that the game makes me feel playing it, or the games. So, you can say, like, oh, because he shoots people in the head, if you play him that way and shoot people in the head, it should be rated R. But like I said earlier, then by that logic, a Spyro movie should be rated R because you're burning the flesh of enemies.
Yeah.
But
I mean, there's also not real life dragons. You have to consider that there's cartoon violence is not as strong of a rating factor.
Yeah, but to me, it's still video game violence.
Yeah, and I get what you're saying, and like I said, for me, it doesn't deter my wanting to see it. What deters me more from wanting to see it is the fact that Naughty Dog is not involved, and also it's a video game movie, which track record is fucking awful for.
Yeah.
So. But
I don't know.
To each their own. We'll see when the trailer drops the tone of it.
Yep, I guess so. I'm tentatively.
It also depends on who the cast is.
Disappointed.
Nate Drake.
Yeah, that too. I'm worried that they're gonna cast some like action buff, dumb.
Oh, they are.
I know, and it's gonna completely ruin it for me. It's gonna ruin it for me. So the next thing that we're gonna talk about is Ewan Ryan, who is Ramsay from Game of Thrones, is actually being cast in the Inhumans TV show spinoff that's going to be happening as Maximus the Mad. Now, I don't know a whole lot about Inhumans.
Yeah.
I know Maximus the Mad is kind of like Black Bolt's Loki.
He is.
Yeah. But I don't know. What do you think?
I think it's great casting.
I think, from what I know, great casting.
I think it's perfect casting.
He pulls off that conniving, mischievous little shit. Well,
no, he does. He does.
He's
a backstabbing traitor. From if you've watched any of Game of Thrones, you probably figured that out already.
Yeah.
But no,
he's twisted.
Yeah, and I think it's really interesting that they announced him first as opposed to casting their Black Bolt first. But it's important for star power. He's a rising star. He's praised for his role in Game of Thrones.
Much like, I know that the guy who played Joffrey, I can't remember his name right now.
Jack Leeson.
Yeah, Jack Leeson kind of stepped down. He doesn't want to do acting anymore.
Yeah.
but he was praised for how convincingly he played, like, and same thing with Lena Headey as Cersei.
And Alfie Allen.
And Alfie Allen as Theon. Like, they're all praised for how well they play these characters. I foresee Ewan Rian, I believe that's how you say his name,
I think so.
Going places.
Yeah, no, I do too. He's gonna be typecast just like Draco Malfoy was, or
Tom Felton.
Tom Felton was. But no, I think this is a really cool casting. I think it's really smart on Marvel and ABC's part.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how they differentiate him from Loki, because as much as I dig the humans and I think they're cool, they are two things. They are an X-Men ripoff.
Yeah.
They are a bunch of outsiders from normal society with superpowers, and like they're always shunned for it. Like, that's fucking X-Men.
Yeah.
And Maximus the Mad is very Loki-esque. He is the
well, it's that whole royal family. It's very Asgardian.
It's Asgardian, but more so it's less to focus on the two. Like Thor and Loki is. It's more focused on the actual whole family.
Yeah.
Whereas like Thor, you get like the Warriors 3, but they're not family.
Yeah. And you get his cow friend.
Yeah, Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, Maximus the Mad, he's insane, like Loki, and magic is his thing, like illusions, I'm like 99% sure. So, like, how are they going to differentiate it and not just be
and not just be Loki Part 2?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Loki for TV. You know? So yeah, let's see if they can pull it off. It premieres later this year.
I'm excited for it.
I am too. I'm gonna see if we can get IMAX tickets to go see the first 2 episodes. That'd be cool.
That would be really sweet.
Yep, they're premiering it in IMAX.
Ooh, that's pretty neat too. There you go. There's another little piece of news. Premiering
that
in
was
IMAX.
announced when they announced the show.
I didn't know that.
There you go.
So
now you know.
It's news to me.
You know.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening. Watching, not listening. I mean, you could just be listening too, I guess. That's one way to do it.
You don't have to look at our ugly mugs.
Yeah. Be sure to check us out on patreon.com/subtrendy if you want to
throw a few bucks.
Yeah, throw a few bucks our way. We use that. It just goes right back into the business, goes to better equipment, better
more stuff to
everything.
Review.
I can't talk today.
That's fine.
It's a good thing that we're wrapping this up. Huh?
I said just fine. You're just hosting a show.
I know. God damn.
God damn. But yeah.
Facebook.com/subtrendy. That's where we post all of our updates on when our shows are coming out.
Just general
things
updates
of that nature. And
follow us on Twitter.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I was supposed to say.
That's everything.
Nailed it.
All right. See you guys next week.